friends, how are you? Hope you all are good and doing well. Today we will discuss about the chapter Government e-Marketplace. So let us start. Here you can see that the Government e-Market JAM, it comes under Rule 149 of General Financial Rule. You can say GFR 2017. So we will discuss in detail about the GFR and different rules of GFR related to procurement in subsequent video. Here we will study this 149 rule only in this chapter. So what is JAM? JAM is an online public procurement platform and it is a section 8 company which is uh, under the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, and it is a non-profit company. JAM is incorporated in Company Act 2013 to develop, manage and maintain the JAM platform. And JAM is a special purpose vehicle which is launched on 9 August 2016. I will tell you what is special purpose vehicle. So JAM is a special purpose vehicle. A special purpose vehicle is a subsidiary company that is formed to undertake a specific business purpose or activity. So JAM is being constituted to perform a specific business purpose. That is the purpose for providing a platform for government buyers, e-marketplace. So a specific purpose was expected through the JAM. And special purpose vehicle have their own obligations, assets and liability outside the parent company. So why we constitute the special purpose vehicle, or why the Ministry of Commerce has constituted a special purpose vehicle like JAM here, why they are not directly doing it? So one reason is there, because it provides protection for a parent's company, which is Ministry of Commerce here, parent's company's assets and liabilities, bankruptcy and insolvency, and more operational freedom. So in future, if there are some problem or issues with the JAM, so you cannot held liable to the Ministry of Commerce for the activities being done by the JAM. So JAM is an independent platform and have its own responsibilities without any involvement of the Ministry of Commerce. So this is the reason generally the special purpose vehicle is constituted. And as I told you my earlier video that approximate 20% of the GDP value in India, the expenditure is being done on procurement. Worldwide it is 13 to 20%. So being a considerable amount of the GDP, so this JAM initiative is taken by the Government of India, and there are three core elements of JAM we will see here. One is openness, fairness, inclusiveness. So JAM is an open platform. There are many registered vendors there. It is open for everyone who want to register. So it provides fairness in the processes and inclusiveness. So it keeps the vendors in an inclusive way, so that anybody can come and sell their product. So these are the three core elements, and JAM organization is having three features like JAM platform, JAM organization, and JAM ecosystem. So there is a JAM platform made by Government of India. After that, a JAM organization is created by Government of India, and then an ecosystem is there. Under JAM, as on date, you can see that near about 11,095 plus categories are there in JAM. So it is a rich listing of products under different categories, and 11,000 are certainly a big number for categories. So this much of product categories are there in the JAM, and you can see that how much value of order has been executed in JAM. So 14,21,967 crore. This is data for today in the JAM portal. This much amount order have been taken place on JAM. So you can see what a big number this is. And under the service category, there are 337 service categories as on date in JAM portal. So what is the key feature supported by the JAM platform? JAM platform provide registration to the vendors. Vendors they upload their products and JAM register them, and a catalog management system is there in the JAM. Product and service taxonomy is there, which is as per the United Nations Standard Product and Services Code UNSPSC 4, which is managed by GS1 US for United Nations Development Program UNDP. And in JAM also there is a standardization of technical specification parameters, goods and services, which is supported on the platform. So order placement happen there, order fulfillment, payment is there, and then contract management, vendor ratings, and incident raising. Such many things are there in JAM platform. So it is an end-to-end platform for buying. What are the objectives of JAM? JAM enhance the transparency, effectiveness, efficiency, and speed. So being an online platform, transparency, speed, and efficiency is the objective of JAM, and it is available on the JAM. It reduces human intervention. So due to less human intervention, the processes are transparent on JAM portal. And it is a one-stop platform for government buyers and sellers. So at a single place, you will have buyer and seller. They seller sell their product, and buyer buys their product through the platform. Who can use JAM? You can see that from buyer side, central government ministries, department, PSU, autonomous bodies, they can use JAM portal for buying. Private buyers are not allowed as on date. So you can see in seller side, manufacturer, OEM, service provider, MSME, startup, government and private sellers all are allowed. There are different type of roles and responsibility under the JAM. So in a government department, one HOD or primary user role is there, and then the buyer role is there, then the indentor role is there, after that a consignee role is there, and then competent authority. So whoever is having the nodal role, HOD role, they are the nodal officer. They manages the secondary user and other roles in the organization. So under buyer role, the buyer role create demands, initiate purchases, and indentor role, buyer and indentor role cannot be assigned to it together. Either it can be buyer or it can be indentor. What happens in indentor role? Indentor search the item, add to cart and transfer the cart to the buyer role, and then buyer role execute the order. Consignee, after placement of the order from the buyer side, the material is being received by the consignee, and then consignee accept the material or reject the material according to whatever the status of the material. Competent authority is the authority who sanctions funds. DDO means generally account officer, they make payment against the purchase order. So there are different type of procurement modes in the JAM. One I will let you know here, direct purchase. So from JAM you can make up to 50,000 rupees purchase directly by selecting any product which is meeting requisite quality, specification and delivery period. So up to 50,000 on each occasion the buyer can buy or place direct order. For scientific R&D organizations, government have given some relaxations. So instead of this 50,000, they can directly buy products from JAM up to ₹2 lakh on each occasion. And it is the latest amendment which is issued on 6 June 2025. So here I want to make you know that avoid multiple orders for low value items. If there are very low value items, so multiple orders will be there, and against those multiple orders, multiple material will come, multiple invoices will be generated, crack will be generated, and then multiple payments will happen. So it will increase your workload unnecessarily. So try to do it in a bunch bidding or in a bidding mode if low value many items are there, many line items are there in your indent. Non-JAM. So under non-JAM mode, you can procure up to ₹2 lakh on each occasion for any item in case of scientific ministry and department also. So if you don't want to buy from the JAM, so you can go out of JAM and buy up to ₹2 lakh in a direct purchase mode. And you can see that from DBT, DST, DSIR, DAE, DOS, so these many departments or education institute ministries are there. which is having these relaxations. So whatever item are not available on JAM, so you can procure those items out of JAM if those are not meeting your quality, delivery time and specifications. And this non-JAM procurement comes under the rule GFR 154. And the JAM procurement is mandatory if the product and service is available on JAM which is meeting requisite quality, specification and delivery period. And I want to tell you that for procurement of automobiles there is no ceiling of amount, so you can buy in direct mode any amount of the vehicle or staff car etc which is available on JAM. No amount ceiling is there. So in there are other mode of procurement also in the JAM portal. So those modes we will discuss in subsequent videos. So if you find this information valuable, so please do subscribe this channel because it is made for educational purpose for the people who want to gain more knowledge about the procurement, especially in the government procurement. So do subscribe and make notification on so that you can get latest video. Thank you for watching video.